Hi, friends. It's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom, here with your weekly message from Spirit for the week of June 27th through July 3rd of 2022. I want to wish you many blessings, and I want to thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I want to mention that I won't be able, we're going to concentrate on the message this week, and I may pull some more cards on camera to get clarification. So I am not going to be doing some astrology. If I have time later this week, I may do an astrology video or I may not. I don't know. There's also a couple of other types of videos that I'm going to start working on. One is some of my own musings and thoughts about metaphysical topics, and talking about and maybe even educating about some of the metaphysical topics that I'm interested in. And then I am also, and this is an idea I've had for a while, I'm going to try to do a video series that is a journey through the tarot and talking about um, each card and its meanings and some of the meanings that I discover when I use other types of decks that have that tarot card in it. Okay, so I am using the Fenestra tarot for our messages this week, and I will on my Instagram at Joni 3 Feathers. I will be pulling a card every day, a card or two every day comes out there, and then I really felt a pull, and you'll know why as we start talking about the message, to bring out the Goddess Dreams Oracle cards because the Divine Feminine needs to have her voice heard. So I will be pulling cards every day on my Facebook uh, account from this deck this week. And also in this video, you get to choose one of those cards. Do you need the message from card A, B, or C? Okay, let's get to the message. One last commercial. On July 2nd, from noon to 3, I will be at Solstice in the Vale in LaVista, Nebraska, if you'd like to come by for personal reading with me. Okay, let's dive into this message. I want to let you know that if you watched last week's message, you know that I was tapping into the collective. There was a collective message that was coming through, and I knew that it would impact people in this country or on a global scale. And unfortunately, I didn't know what it was going to be. I had my own guesses in my head, but what happened here in the United States with the Supreme Court and um, uh, the how can I put it? The rolling back of women's rights, I'll put it that way, occurred. I was not expecting that. I knew something was going to happen, and it came out in the cards as the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Swords being an abuse of power. And I think we've seen that. The reading this week is a continuation. So if you're not into that, like looking at current events or looking at what's really happening in the world, then here's your moment to click away. Um, so just so you're prepared. And I'm also thinking I'm going to pull some more cards on camera to help clarify. So this is going to be different. So I'm sorry it's not the usual formula, but I think it's important that whatever message Spirit wants to send through me, I have to honor that. So thank you for allowing me to honor that. The first card that came out was the King of Wands. And what I got off of him is energy, fire in the belly, leadership, This is what people need in themselves. They need to tap into their inner King of Wands. The thing about the King of Wands is this is the fire element. This is the enthusiasm. This is the power of that fire. You're propelled forward. You have energy. But the other thing that's always on the other side of the coin for me when it comes to the wand suit is creativity. Because one of my principles that I believe in firmly is that spirituality and creativity, and like the imagination, comes from the same conduit through us, the same wire from source. So what I'm getting off of him is you're going to need that fire in your belly. You're going to need that enthusiasm. You're going to need that energy because it's going to be a slog. And you're going to need your creativity. You're going to need that creativity. How do we address this? How do we come out of this with better outcome? This is tapping into those leadership abilities that we all have, and we're going to all have to step up to the plate. The next card that came out was the Five of Wands. More fire, but this is more chaotic fire. As you can see, we got a bunch of people tussling, and that's what we're going to see a lot of. The main thing, though, that any if you're on either side, you're going to have to stand together. The coalition that's going to fight the rolling back of women's rights is going to have to, you're going to have to become allies with others that you wouldn't normally become allies with. You're all going to have to end the other little squabbles. We have to end this. This is, and this is prevalent in our country. We fight over the stupidest things. Let's get at what's really important. Okay? So there's that. Don't get caught up in that because this is a distraction. What you need to do is the Page of Swords. I want you to look at this guy's face. He looks freaking determined. Um, what I was getting off of him is, again, he brings that resilience for the fight. He's bringing the sword of truth to cut through whatever crap is thrown. And he's ready for battle. He's focused. He's determined. Focus and determination. The other thing that it's going to take is teamwork. I also think it's going to take money. This card has actually a number of meanings. For some readers, I have seen them interpret this as dark money, special interests that have given money to the government or to representatives, let's put it that way, to Congress people and senators to sway their votes. In other words, buy them. And this may be the case when it comes to the Supreme Court. This could have this could be indicating there was money involved. But the main message I'm getting off of this, because there's other meanings to this card. This is the Three of Pentacles. This can also be an apprentice working under someone else or teamwork. Teamwork. And that's the main message that I'm getting, is this is going to take teamwork. I do also think it is going to take money. Um, you can see that different groups have already started pleading for money. Budding candidates for different government elections are asking for money. The key is here, is if you do give them money, You need to hold them accountable. They can't just take it and then not fight on one's behalf. They can't take it and then not go into Congress and push for the laws that need to be created to protect the rights of everyone. So that's what I'm getting off of this card. It's going to take teamwork. The last card that came out, and this I have to confess was the underlier. I was drawn to looking at the bottom of the deck, and this was the energy on the bottom of the deck. It was the death card. Now, what I'm getting from this is two things. There will, unfortunately, be deaths. Women will die because of botched abortions in back rooms and all of that. But I also think the main message that the death card always carries is transformation. This is going to transform, and I hope to God it means it wakes a lot more people up. Transforms the electorate, the people, and it transforms, then trickles into transforming the government as the way the people want it. I actually want to grab the deck and ask Spirit, give us more clarification. Oh, there it goes. Flies right out onto the floor. Hold on. Oh. Oh. The Three of Swords. Yeah, what are you telling me here with this? We're going to have to go through the heartache. We actually have to go to the bottom. We have to go to the very bottom of the barrel, like some, you know, uh, addicted person. They have to fall to the bottom before they'll finally figure out they need to crawl out of the hole. We're going to have some heartache, but there's a purpose to this heartache. And the purpose is to wake us up further, to get us the fire in the belly that we need, the determination that we need, and the willingness to work in order to get what we want. And that is our rights back. So, yes, there is going to be some hardship. There's going to be some hardship. But we're going to have to go through that hardship in order to transform. Let's see if Spirit will say anything else. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? Okay. The last card that came out is the Six of Coins. It's going to take, it's give and take. It's give and take, and it is going to take money. There's money, and it's going to take, it's going to take us helping others, other women. So, if you're in a state where there are restrictions, and there are women in need, there may be new nonprofits or new groups or something that pops up where you can give money to help someone be transported to another state to get the health care that they need. Um, Okay, my eye is going, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it. My eye is going to, right behind this guy is a scale, the balance scale. Things have to be brought back into balance, and they will eventually. It's going to be some give and take. There's going to be some transformation and heartache, but eventually it will be back balance. And that's what this person is doing, is trying to balance by giving to those in need. So this may be even more, you know, needing that fire in the belly and the leadership in order to support others that is needed. I hope that helps. I don't think I it's not going to be a happy ever after ending by next week. It's going to take work. It's going to take energy. Let's see what the goddesses have to say really quickly, because this video is running long. Um, if you picked A, you get Bridged. This is life purpose. What is your life purpose? Manifest your dreams. Maybe your hopes and dreams and life purpose have been stagnant lately. She's bringing the wolf spirit forward to help you with freedom and independence. And then there's a little rabbit here that'll help you bring forth the creation and be fruitful in terms of what your life purpose is. And there's the swan that's going to help you fly with your life purpose. So think about your life purpose and how it may have changed. And because I also get shape shifting. I don't know why I get shape shifting off of this, but maybe there's a shift you need to make in your life purpose. So this is definitely an action oriented message. For those of you who picked B, you got her, the goddess of the harvest. And her message is abundance, and it says, count your blessings. So she's here to help you reap your reward or give you sustenance while you're still working towards gaining your harvest. And the deer is here for peace and serenity. And look at all that wonderful abundance. She wants you to count your blessings. In other words, have gratitude. Have gratitude for what you have now so that it builds your abundance. And then, for those of you who picked C, you got the Lady Moon. And it's the moon lore, and it says ebb and flow. This is about the cycle of life and going with the rhythm of the moon and the cycles of the moon. Now, isn't this deeply feminine? Because we menstruate according to the cycles of the moon. The new moon period is the dark of the moon where we are supposed to be still and think about what it is that we want to do. And that's when we can set intentions at the new moon. And as the moon waxes, we build the momentum and we take the action we need towards what we want. And then there's the full moon when it all comes to culmination. And then the moon wanes, and that is not a good time to start something new. It's the time to release and finish. So basically, this is about the rhythm of life and not always being on at every moment because it's impossible to do. There are rhythms. So follow the ebb and flow of life. Those are the messages for this week. I want to wish you many blessings, and my heart is with you all. And come and see me at Solstice in the Vale on July 2nd, and or contact me below if you would like a personal reading. Thank you very much. Take care.